Good morning, kids. Today we are going to do some extra questions other than the NCRT exercise. And in these extra question, two parts are there. The first part is the definitions, define the following terms. And in the second part, we will write one word answer type questions, right? These are the questions in which you have to give very short answer. Okay, let's start. Define the following terms. You have to write these terms in your notebook. The first is fiber. Then fiber is a single hair-like strand. We have already discussed, it's just for the revision, and you have to write these in your notebook. Then these are hair-like strand and resembling a thin thread, right? These fibers, they when we twist together, then they form the yarn, and from yarn they uh, um, weaving is done, and they convert into the fabric, right? Then the series is fiber twisted together forms the yarn, and then yarns are woven, and process is called weaving, and they convert into the fabrics, right? Okay. Then second term, fabric. Then the cloth obtained by weaving and knitting. Two processes are there, either by weaving or by knitting. Yarn can be converted into the fabric, right? Okay. Then next, natural fiber. Natural fibers that are obtained from natural sources such as plants and animals, they are called the natural fibers, right? For example, we can give cotton, and the next example is jute, flax, coir. These all are the example of the natural fibers. Okay, then see next one. Now, synthetic fiber, then fibers made by human being from chemical substances, and mainly these chemical substances are the petroleum, or we can say petrochemicals. With the help of these chemicals, synthetic fibers are made, right? Okay. Next is ginning. Then ginning is the process of separation of cotton seeds from the cotton fiber. Is it okay? Process of separation of the cotton fiber from the seed, or seed from the cotton fiber, is called ginning. Now next process is spinning. Then the process of twisting fibers. Fibers are twisted together to form the yarn. Then twisting of fiber by the hand or by using the machine is to obtain yarn is called spinning. Okay. Next, weaving. Then weaving is the process of making fabric by crisscrossing two sets of the threads or yarn together is called weaving. And we have already uh, completed this process, or we have practiced this process with the help of the that paper strip also, है ना? That was the activity. In that also we were showing weaving. Okay, now next. After writing these seven definitions, we are moving ahead for the short answer type, very short answer type questions. The first question is, name any two fabric used in clothing. Then for the clothing or for making the fabric, you can give any of the fabric, name of the any of the fabric. It may be the natural or artificial. And here I am giving two examples, cotton and jute. Then you can write down others also. You can write down silk, nylon, woolen, etc. The next, from which part of the plant cotton is obtained. Then cotton is obtained from the cotton ball or fruit of the cotton plant. It is called cotton ball. Okay, now next is write two characteristic property of cotton. Then you have to give the two qualities of the cotton. Then cotton is a soft fabric. It is soft fabric. Then next is it lacked air to pass through it. Air can pass through the cotton fabric. or the through the cotton fiber. That's why it is also called the breathing fabric. What it is called? Breathing fabric, right? It is also called breathing. I just wait. Fabric, right? Why it is called breathing fabric? If question comes in this form, then you can give simply answer because it let air to pass through it. That's why it is called the breathing fabric, and that's why it is used in the summers. Because in the summer time, it yes, one more characteristic also you can add in it, because it that it absorbs sweat also, right? Okay, then it is good for the summer season because of two reasons. The first is it let air pass to through it, and the second is it absorb the sweat, right? But here you have to give only the two characteristics, so you can add two characteristics: soft fabric, and then second is it is the breathing fabric, or it let air to pass through it. Next question. Name one example is of plant fiber and animal fiber. Then you can give any of the example in it. And I have written cotton, plant fiber, and animal fiber, silk. You can add in place of the cotton fiber, you can write down the coir and flax and jute also. And in the animal fiber, you can add wool also. Okay, or you can write down wool also. Here, one is asked to you. That's why I have written cotton and silk. Now, next is name the method used to convert yarn into the fabric. Now, yarn can be converted into the fabric. Fabric means cloth by two ways. Either by weaving, which is done in hand looms or in power looms. हैंड लूम्स जो हाथ से चलाते हैं, और दूसरे पावर लूम्स विद द हेल्प ऑफ द मशीन, उससे कपड़ा बना लेते हैं. देन सेकेंड इट मे बी knitting as you know, at our homes also we can see our है ना मम्मा या फिर हमारी दादी वगैरह होती हैं, दे आर यूजिंग द निडल, दैट knitting needles, सलाई जिसे कहते हैं ना, तो उनका स्वेटर बनाती हैं. And that process is called knitting is done with the help of the knitting needles. And that is also one of the process of making fabric. Woolen fabric तैयार हो जाता है उससे. Are you getting? So these are the two processes by which yarn can be converted into the fabric. Yarn means thread can be converted into the fabric. Okay. Okay, class, then this is enough. And you will write these 5 questions in your notebook. Okay. Thank you and have a nice day. Bye.